Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where remarkably, this guy is still alive. We'll see if he makes it to the end. We've got about 4.5 years left, so I don't necessarily expect this to be the final episode. Next one might be. We'll see. But we just conquered this area up over here. We're working on getting the north squared away. Let's check in on Yugra again. I don't think they have a claimant here, but I would love it if they did. Yeah, I mean, we could invite this lady to court potentially, but we can't press her claim on this guy, I don't think. Let's send her a gift just to be on the safe side. Yeah, she wouldn't come. Okay, so that is fine. Let's check in on Aktuba real quick. I believe they had somebody who was about to come of age. Yeah, this guy. He's a seneschal at this point. 95 reasons not to come. We'll try to bribe him, only down to 70. Okay, so that's not necessarily shocking. If we take a look at the Empire situation out over here, we've got Tataria. We would need 6 additional counties in Tataria. So that would include a chunk of Yugra. If we took all of Yugra, hypothetically, which we don't really have a way to do, if we took all of Yugra, that would give us Tataria. That would also give us Siberia. Almost certainly. But we don't really have a way to do it. We have some de jure lands. Actually, let's check these claims. Couple of counties there and a duchy. Yeah, I would love to do this. We can't do it. He holds too many counties. So that is all understood. This is a duchy tier realm here. And we could definitely seize some de jure lands there. Alternatively, we have a claim here, a claim here. Oddly, we don't appear to be able to force vassalize him. Why is that not showing up in the list? We should be able to do it, right? I feel like we should be able to. Let's solve our vassal limit issue, though. We'll head into our court here. And we've got this guy. We've got this lady. I'm interested in potentially revoking this title. Yes, that looks decent. We'll revoke that title. Wait, she has 2 kingdoms? 3 kingdoms. She has 3 kingdoms. That won't work. This guy it is. Okay, we'll revoke his title and everything underneath it. We can't revoke that because holdings are occupied. I see. Yep, up over there. Well, that's unfortunate. We could revoke this guy's title, Issa. He does only have the 1 title. Okay. It's not ideal, but I'll do it. So the reason why it's not ideal is because I guess we could give it to a doll here. No, it's fine. It's actually fine. This is actually ideal. Beautiful. That's a good grant. I like it. We can grant 2 more vassals to rightful liege, which we will do. There we go. And now no more problem here. Now, I'm going to ticket 1 day here, and let's see if that updated this guy. Yeah, now we can force vassalize this. So we just needed a ticket a day, I think, here. He's got access to 47,000 troops. Wow, 48,000. Remarkable. He does have an ally, and that ally is Bohemia. That's a weird ally. Okay, we're going to declare this war. Can Bohemia even join in on that? I'm not convinced they can. I would like to attack Tuva at the same time here. We do have some de jure territory down over here we could take from them. We don't have another way to attack them right now. 85,000 troops there. Oh, okay. This is also... This is not our vassal. Down over here. Okay, I don't really care about that either. We'll declare this. And then we've got COVID over here. That's how you pronounce that, right? I assume? I assume that's how you pronounce the name of that county. We're going to declare this war, and that is ours de jure, right? Yeah, that's ours de jure. So we'll just do that, and we'll just fight our way down this way. So we'll start up over here. We'll raise our troops about here. We'll raise men-at-arms. We'll raise a few levy troops. That'll be fine. There's a scheme at court. I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked. They're calling in 1,000,000 holy orders. That's fine. They can do that. They have no ability to deal with our forces. And their allies are really far away. Did Bohemia actually join? She joined. Fair enough. No, Bohemia did not join. Okay. Perfect. So we've got about 4 months until our men-at-arms manage to make their way up here. That's fine. Wait, does it end in 1451? No, I'm sure it ends in 1453, right? I'm double-checking this. CK3 end date. 1453. Yes. Okay. I'm not insane. Perfect. Okay, so this is more than enough troops here. I'm going to stop gathering them. We've got 3 months left here, and the question is, do we want these guys to head over and start a slow siege here? The answer is yes. Of course we do. We do have a dynasty legacy that we can take. This is almost certainly the final one, and it's going to be close bonds. Okay, looks good. You know, looking at this, if we prioritized prestige production throughout the entire game, I think we could maximize our dynasty legacies and get every single one of them. We got over half without even trying. So that would certainly be interesting. Well, we're going to have our men-at-arms done here very soon. They're going to wander on down over this way and start doing sieges. Do we care about fighting this is a question we need to ask. And the answer to that is a definite maybe. A definite maybe indeed. We'll see what we get out of this siege, I think. So that'll be fine. Yeah, summon the physician. We're above our vassal limit again. That must, again, be due to... Again, that must be due to realm fracturing. So that is fine. We'll deal with it after the war, as usual. And our men-at-arms have arrived, and we are headed on in. Fantastic. Yeah, we're going to imprison you. Perfect. And let's get this siege completed. It's going to complete so quickly once our men-at-arms get here. So quickly. Alms? Are there no sick houses? Actually, we can afford this. 15% chance of nothing? Do it. We'll take the 15% chance of nothing happening. Well, actually, it was a 100% chance of nothing happening. It was a 15% chance of nothing happening, and then also an 85% chance of nothing happening. So that's fine. We'll take that. Okay, so we're at 77% war score here. I think we can just siege southward and finish the war that way without having to worry about, like, chasing these guys down at all. They're going to finish their siege here, but I don't think we care. I think it's completely okay. So that seems fine. Yep, war is indeed over. They didn't even finish their siege. So that's perfect. Now we're going to come down over here, and this is our next siege location. It's going to take us 3 months to arrive there, but we can siege here, then here-ish, then come here, then come out this direction. We're not going to get ticking war score over here, but that's okay. They've occupied a couple of counties down over this way. We might want to do something about that. I don't know. It's going to take us some time to get here. I'm going to grant this vassal over to this guy. I'm also going to send him a gift. He's very angry, and that's not necessarily shocking. Minus 121 for offensive war? Okay. He has a 55% chance of conversion. Either way, it's not really going to help his opinion of us. Surely I'm the one who needs to be protected. Indeed. He did actually convert. Remarkable. So we're at minus 21% right now. Camp fever, early prevention. Yep, we'll opt for the safe treatment. That seems fine. We are at the age where we could just randomly kick over from anything. So that is definitely something we need to consider. That can happen. But we could also theoretically survive for 4 more years. And we didn't. Okay. So we died a leper. That's not shocking. What's shocking is that we lasted 49 years as a leper and infirm. Absolutely crazy. So this is now us. She's 55 already. I'm assuming we have children. Yes, we do. Okay, that is good. We'll need to deal with that. So we need counselors. We're going to go with powerful vassals here. Okay, so something like that. Now, we're above our domain limit, and we're at 11 of 7. That's noted. So we have no available spouse right now. We don't even have a spouse. So we need to find one. Okay, that took a moment for them to pop in. We're going to sort by stewardship skill. This guy will be absolutely fine. Okay. We're going to continue to proceed here, but we do need a lifestyle focus. We're already in diplomacy. That sounds very good, actually. Let's go for majesty focus. And we're going to grab thoughtful next. We can also grab true ruler fairly soon. So that seems good. One day we'll be just like our father, riddled with leprosy. That's something to aspire to. Fantastic. I am shocked he survived as long as he did. Now, we do have this faction here, and this is deeply unsurprising. What's surprising is that there's actually only 2 factions here. Okay, so the King of France here. This is someone that I would absolutely love to get an alliance with. He probably has everyone betrothed, though, judging by his age. Yeah, that's not really going to be happening anytime soon. So we can go for, say, Bohemia here. Yeah, there's options here. So we can arrange a marriage here with, we've got granddaughters. So our daughters are 37. He would not accept this due to age differences, and that's fair enough. But what about this? He'd probably accept this. Yes, he would. Fantastic. So we'll get him kicked out of there. We'll stop these plague trials. And I also want to check in on the Empire of Italia here. So I'm just going to... actually... That's a really good way to lose stress. I'm thinking about waiting on that. No, it's 3 years to our next perk. Okay. So we'll send this gift. I wish we had thoughtful right now. I suppose what we could do... Hang on. I know what we can do. We can reset our perks. We're going to lose a matriarch title, but that's okay. We can reset this. We're going to grab thoughtful. Now we're going to go back down to matriarch. So we're going to grab all of these. There we go. And now we're going to go down towards True Ruler. So we're going to grab Benevolent Intent. We're going to grab Firm Hand. We're going to grab Praetorian Guard. There we go. And then we're going to grab True Ruler. And then we're going to fill out Diplomat probably. And then fill out August. We'll see if that ends up happening anytime soon. But what that allows us to do is that allows us to come in here and send gifts and get much higher returns. Double the returns. So that is excellent. We're going to spread some money around over here and see if that's enough to get them to not want to rebel. So something along the lines of that. Then we're going to come down to this faction, and we're going to do the exact same thing. And this is like almost 100 opinion from every single one of these people. Now, they're going to have negative opinions because of the opinion of our predecessor. Actually, that's not too bad. And keep in mind that we haven't declared wars as this ruler, so we don't have that huge offensive war malice that the last guy had. So this is going to go a really long ways to making our vassals way happier. Beautiful. So let's see what that does to those factions. We'll give it a little bit of time, but we need to siege here. Okay. One faction disbanded. And we just lost a siege, but we just finished a siege as well. Okay, let's take a look at these factions. So the faction to install the Fama here. Have we sent this guy a gift? We have not. Let's send him a gift. Okay, people are leaving that faction. That looks good. We'll deal with this faction a little bit more thoroughly if we need to later. But for now, if we can just bribe our way to success, then that's wonderful. So we are going to hop into this independence faction. What do we have with this guy? Have we gifted him already? We have not. He joined the faction, so that looks good. We do need a new tax collector, and that's going to be this guy. That's our son. That's fine. Okay. I'm assuming they have ticking war score on us. Yeah, this is bugged right now, so ticking is going to be a problem. I want to check in here. 3 direct vassals above our limit. Okay, that's almost certainly, again, kingdoms splitting apart. Which we want to have king rebellions from time to time to deal with that, but I mean, we're 4 years from the end of the game. We probably don't want that right now. Yeah, summon the physician, and we're just going to come on down over here, I think, next. It's kind of out of the way, though. We're not going to get ticking war score any way we slice it. We should maybe run directly at their capital. And yes, enact the quarantine. And also, I'm going to split off our forces here. These guys are going to make a run at the capital, while these guys are going to head down over here and look to fight. That will be fine. We'll just look to get as much war score as we can as quickly as possible. So that looks good. We got that succession dealt with. Demand artifact? No, get out of here. And I want to check in on this. So these guys are too weak to send an ultimatum, but barely. So let's see if we can spread around some more gold here. We've already sent gold to this guy, but this guy we haven't. Already sent gold here, already good here. Haven't sent gold here. Send some gold here. And here. Perfect. So next, of course, we've still got this independence faction. So let's just see about spreading around some additional gold here. Have we already sent gold to everyone? If so, okay, we haven't sent gold here. But I was going to say, if so, we'll seek alliances instead of just bribing. Okay. So there was one guy there. That guy is not strong enough to get this lower. So we're going to definitely want to seek an alliance. This guy we don't really have any options with unless... Is he unmarried? He's unmarried himself. Perfect. So that'll do just fine. That's going to be 21.4%, so that's going to drop it well below the threshold. Looks good. So he'll accept that, of course. And we're just going to make our way on through here. Looks good. Let's wrap these up. I think Resplendent Raiment is absolutely fine here. Giving us extra diplomacy. Yeah, do it. We do need to take back these territories that they've occupied, and we need to take their capital. So we need to make some pretty rapid progress here. We're going to station besiegers here. And these guys, they're just going to go like here, here, here. And that should be fine. Okay. So now we're going to wander up this way. There's a faction back now. So we need to deal with this independence faction. More people just joined this. So let's see who needs a bribe. What do we got here? That's definitely someone who joined it, but who? This might be somebody that was already bribed in a different faction. A faction that disbanded. We've bribed everyone here. So we should probably think about getting an alliance over this way. Actually, that's very easy to do in theory. We don't have any additional sons, though. Only daughters. We have a half-sister, actually. So this will work just fine. Beautiful. So that'll get that reduced. And we wanted to station besiegers here. Station besiegers. There we go. And we're going to walk down over this direction. They're going to work on that. That's going to take them some time because they were going a lot faster before. But that's okay. So we're at minus 3%. This is not the greatest here. And we don't want to get typhus. Are there no sick houses? Okay, so next up, we are going to station besiegers here. And we're going to walk around and try to fight this force. This guy's claiming the Empire of Punjab. Hilarious. Okay. So minus 3% isn't ideal, of course. And we're going to need to walk down over here eventually and fight these guys. That's fine. Okay. they're walking out over this direction. We'll be a generous liege. Okay, this siege is now completed. We're at 0% at this juncture. And we'll just need to continue to siege down over this way. I want to come up and fight these guys. Excellent. So over we head. They might manage to stack wipe this. If they do, it's not a big deal. Nope, we got there in time. Perfect. So I'm going to head down over here now. We're at plus 14%. We'll see what happens with this battle. Okay, that was 16%. The ticking war score bug is, of course, a bit of a problem for us right now. We're on a bit of a clock on both of these. So let's get over here and get this sieged back. Perfect. Okay, so with that done, we're going to wander over this way and give battle. And then these guys, they're going to head awkwardly down over here because these armies are not something that we want to fight with this siege force. So we're going to get this back. We're at 24% war score right now. This is going to be taken back eventually. How long on that? 10 days. Okay. And we're going to take this capital. I'd like to get out of this war right now. That is mission number 1. And they have occupied down over here, but that's okay. And these guys, they're going to come over awkwardly over here. Cool. So we're going to wrap these up. And we find ourselves at 39% war score. They're actually trying to attack us here. That's not going to go well for them. 9 months on that siege, allegedly. But I do want to put in a siege commander here. There we go. That will make that happen, in theory, a fair amount faster. So they're sieging up over here. That is noted. War score is currently 30%. This bug is, of course, incredibly awkward for us because it means that we're never going to be able to do anything there. Right? We're never going to have ticking. So I'm going to split this in half. We're going to jointly siege both of these. Okay, so over we head. It's currently 1451. That is noted. We captured somebody, bringing us up to 85%. Okay. We'll accept that. A hybrid culture has been formed, and we're going to wander around over this direction. We do see a faction here. It's not surprising. A new independence faction? Okay. Is this guy... Yeah, this guy I think is new. Yeah. I'm assuming we've sent gifts to most of these guys at this point. It's not the worst thing for this to fire. We just want to be out of this war when it happens. But I prefer not to fight these. I prefer to continue to expand until the end of the game. So we could look to arrange a marriage here with our daughter. He would accept that, actually. Sure, do it. That seems fine. So the ticking war score bug is, of course, awkward, but it's definitely not the end of the world. We've got 6 and 12 months over here. These guys are going to wander up over this way. Cool. So with this guy out of the faction, they're still at 83% here. That is noted. We're likely going to have to fight this faction, but we managed to stave it off for a while. Okay. So 10 months and 3 months over this way. Summon the physician. That'll be fine. A soft approach is best, and we're going to wrap up this siege up over here. So at this point, this war would have been over if the ticking war score bug wasn't happening. And this war, it wouldn't quite be over. It would be at 63% right now. So let's head over this way, I'm thinking. That'll be fine. 3 months and 8 months. Okay. So can they beat us here? That's an interesting question. Maybe. They can certainly siege this back, but these guys will be freed up pretty soon. So that seems reasonably fine. This siege is already over, and we're going to hop up over this way. We'll siege here, 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 and we'll see if that's enough. Ticking war score would mean that we would be at like 87% right now normally, so That's definitely a thing. Because they shouldn't have ticking at this point. We should have ticking. So, in all honesty, ticking war score should have won this war for us by now. It is sad. 15 days left on this siege. Make that 10. 3, 2, 1, 0. So this war is now over. We'll enforce those demands, and these guys are going to make their way over, like, over here-ish. It'll take them some time. That's fine. So we're at 74 here. We could actually siege this way. We could get these all quite quickly. I think that's definitely the plan here. So yeah, this war would certainly be over at this point if ticking war score was working correctly. It's not, and that is sad. We just gained a lover who is our vassal. Okay, that's mildly awkward, but you know, whatever. 77% on the ticking. That's understood. And that's going to continue to tick away on us. So we got to move quickly on this. 86. Okay, so after here, we'd probably hit here, then here. Probably. That would likely end the war. Beautiful. Okay. 95. And let's get up here. How long on these guys? A while yet. Okay. Honestly, 11 months out. That might not fire before the end of the game. To be honest. Okay, well, let's wrap up this particular siege. That did not end the war. We're at 99%. Ticking war score, the bane of our existence. Okay, this will end the war. There we go. So enforce those demands, and at this point, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode is definitely going to be the final episode. We've got like a year left. So, we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if it's going to be a long episode or not. Might be slightly shorter. Hopefully not. And we'll see how the rebellion goes. At this point, I don't really see any reason to take any steps to stop it. We would want to have those vassals imprisoned anyway, even if we weren't going to have an end to the series here, right? So, that'll be fine. Next episode should be the end. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.